How's everyone doing? Good, I hope, you know. The Switch, right, the Nintendo Switch, right, has now entered my top 10 of all-time favourite video game consoles. It has, you know. Uh, Now, unfortunately, the Sega Saturn is going to be pushed out of my top 10, and the Nintendo Switch is taking its place, you know, which would be my fifth favourite console. The Sega Saturn was my fifth favourite console of all time, but the Nintendo Switch has taken its place. Why? Because of the Namco Arcade Pack and the Atari Flashback Classics, right? I've been playing my Switch non-stop since I got these two games in particular, you know. Now, I've been playing in work, in the pub, at home, all the fucking time. I've been using my Switch as much as possible, you know. Now, when the Switch first came out, I had my doubts about it. I had my doubts. You know, the storage space is only 32 gigabytes, same as the Wii U. Was thinking to myself, what the fuck, Nintendo? You're doing the same thing again with no internal storage. And if I want to get more space, I have to get a micro SD card. Now, we've never had to buy a micro SD card because we can just delete stuff and then install something and then we can reinstall it. So yeah, okay. So that was the first issue. You know, second issue was it's not powerful enough to run games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, which I love, but it turns out that I don't need to Switch to play them games because of primarily Zelda Breath of the Wild, Arcade Pack, Atari Flashback Classics, right? Which would be these three games are my top three favourite games on the Switch. I played them the most, I enjoyed them the most, right? But not only that, but when the Switch first came out, there was no YouTube, there was no Switch online service, right? But over time, the Switch has just become an awesome console, and I'm really, really happy with it. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? I didn't get that for the Wii U, but I got it for the Switch, and it's awesome. You know, Sonic Mania, you know, the best of Sonic, 2D action at its best. I thought Sonic went to shit when 3D. In my opinion, I always just preferred the old school Sonic the Hedgehog 2D gameplay. Awesome stuff. Fatal Fury, I fucking love this game. Now, in my opinion, like if yous are looking to get a Switch for yourselves, if you want my recommendations of what games to get, this would be it. You know, Zelda Breath of the Wild is a must-have. It's an awesome it's the best Zelda out there, in my opinion. You know, Namco Arcade Pack, right? Dig Dug, Galaga, Pac-Man, Splatterhouse, it's fucking awesome. Rolling Thunder 2, awesome, right? Atari Flashback Classics, I fucking love Atari. 150 games of Atari goodness, right? I'm talking Atari arcade games, Atari 2600 games, and 5200 games. Fucking awesome. Now, when the Switch first came out, there was no YouTube or anything, so YouTube is a fucking must-have, you know. It's about time, you know. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is fucking awesome. Sonic Mania is awesome. Fatal Fury, SNK at their best. Fortnite, now, I didn't think I'd like this game, but I fucking love Fortnite, you know. The only game out there right now, in my opinion, that's better than Fortnite is Call of Duty Black Ops 4, with the Battle Royale mode. But Fortnite has an awesome Battle Royale mode. In my opinion, if you're gonna get a Switch, get Fortnite. It's fucking awesome, right? Now, I fucking love the NES. The NES was one of the first consoles of all time, and the NES still to this day is my second favourite console of all time. The first one being the Atari 2600, then the NES, right? The NES is the first console that I actually played. I actually got my NES before I got my Atari 2600, right? But now you get with the see, for me personally, right, the Switch Online service, Switch Online is now, now they keep adding games to it. Now to me it's worth it, because each of these games are fucking awesome. Mario 3 is my favourite game out of the whole bunch, but you got Zelda, you got fucking Yoshi, Soccer, fucking River City Ransom, Gradius, and they keep adding games every month. Double Dragon. Now I hope they add Double Dragon 2 to it. That'd be fucking awesome. But special edition of Zelda, Twin B, Metroid, all time fucking classics. So Ninja Gaiden and a special edition Ghosts and Goblins Blaster Master. So I can't wait to see what games come out next month for the Switch Online service. Now I'm hoping that it'll be Double Dragon 2, Mega Man 2. Mega Man has to show up. Pro Protector. Now in the States it's called Contra, but over here in Europe it's called Pro Protector. Now the main difference is that in Pro Protector they're robots instead of humans, but everything else is the same. It's just in Pro Protector they're robots. So next month I want to see Mega Man 2, Pro Protector, Double Dragon 2, and we're at a Punch Out. Punch Out has to show up. I say it will. If it doesn't, then they're fucking idiots, it'll keep growing. It'll keep growing over time. Now you have cloud saves as well, but for me the NES collection is worth it. Now I pay $3.99 a month, and that suits me. Now I hope Nintendo bring out Super Nintendo games and N64 games, but if this is all I get, awesome. Now I love playing one-player games, single-player games with these games. I don't like playing with another person. That's just me, but fucking awesome. So the Switch has earned its place in my top 10 of all time Ghosts and Goblins. Fucking awesome. I've never actually beaten this game. It's hard as fuck, but it's an awesome game. Now see the knife there. As AVGN, the Angry Video Game Nerd. I watch this stuff all the time, and he says get the knife, and he's right, because the knife is the fastest weapon, and it's up to the task, So awesome stuff, so the Switch has earned a spot in my top 10 of all time great video game consoles. It's pushed out the Sega Saturn, but I still love the Sega Saturn, but the Switch takes its place as my fifth favourite console of all time. So yeah, awesome. Awesome stuff. Outrun, again, a classic game, and it plays great on the Switch, especially on the Go League, Like I said, I can play these games anywhere. Minecraft, again, a must fucking have, in my opinion, Doom, the Switch has turned into an awesome console, and I had my doubts when when it first came out, I was thinking, oh Jesus, there's no storage space. It's not as powerful as the Xbox One X or a PS4. How the hell is this going to play games like Forza or Call of Duty or Battlefield? But it doesn't have to, because it has these sort of games, which is fucking awesome, More options, and like I said, I could play them on the bus or in work or whatever. So the fucking Nintendo Switch has turned into a great fucking console, and it's one of Nintendo's best, in my opinion. It's way better than the Wii U. The Wii U just didn't have what the Switch does, which is games. The Wii U was lacking games big fucking time, whereas Nintendo is bringing out games at a faster rate, which is awesome. So yeah, I have to say, keep up the good work, Nintendo and third-party developers. Keep bringing out games. I'd love it if Call of Duty showed up, or if Battlefield showed up. It did fucking awesome. Now the Wii U had Black Ops 2. So like if the Wii U could do Black Ops 2, I'd like to see some sort of Call of Duty game show up on the Switch. Plus, Grand Theft Auto 5 or 4 or something. I'd love to see that happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't think it's powerful enough to do it, and it doesn't have the storage space. Because with Call of Duty and Battlefield, and Grand Theft Auto, you need loads of fucking storage space. So I don't think that's going to happen. But who knows? Like, I hope Nintendo bring out an upgraded Switch with more internal storage. I'm talking 500 gigabytes, but I say the price would be through the fucking roof. Make the battery life better. That's another suggestion. Would have, and yeah. So I'm really sorry. So yeah, I'm really happy with the Switch. Like I said, I've been using it as much as possible. Like, if I'm cheesed off with the Xbox, which I do from time to time, I can play my Switch, which is awesome, And I'm playing it, like, I have my Switch since it came out, and I'm using it more now than I have, And so yeah, keep it up, Nintendo. Just make it more powerful, more storage space, and more games, Now, all these are Mickey Mouse games, which I'm not interested in, but that's me, that's my opinion. What I want to see is more games like Namco Classics or something like that, Now, Metroid Prime 4, that'll be awesome. I hope that comes out, Like, I remember playing Metroid Prime on the GameCube, was it? Yeah, and it was fucking awesome. It puts Metroid into a first-person shooter, which was awesome. So yeah, Ghost Simulator, I was never into that, I was just never into fucking Ghost Simulator. Dragon's Lair, that was on the fucking 3DO, and it was on the NES. Just turn-based, it's like watching a cartoon, and at certain points you have a choice of Dork. I think Dork is his fucking name. Yeah, so yeah. Now, Super Mario Bros. U. Now, I didn't like the Wii U version, and I'm not gonna get the Switch version. I don't see the point of it, But that's me personally, And on the Muse, I don't really care about that, But that's me, like, that's me. But yeah, awesome stuff. And yeah, so that's it. So the Switch has made my top 10. Yeah, it's pushed out to Sega Saturn. So yeah, so keep up the good work, Nintendo, and keep it up. So thanks for watching, if you're watching. And what do you guys think about the Switch now, compared to when you first got it? Do you love the Switch? Do you hate it? What sort of improvements would you like to see with the Switch, or do you think it's perfect the way it is? Like, me personally, I'd like more storage space so it could run games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and Grand Theft Auto. If I had these games, or Assassin's Creed or something like that, but it's come a long way since the first came out, and keep it up, Nintendo. And I'd like to see fucking Super Nintendo games, fucking N64 games. So why not? But it's fucking it's going good for Nintendo, and they've learned the lessons from the failure that the Wii U was. It was. I mean, the Wii U was just a failure, and it did a lot of damage to Nintendo, but they've turned that corner with the Switch big fucking time. So keep it up, Nintendo. And, with the Wii, now the Wii was a huge fucking success because, it was a console for everybody. You know what I mean? It was a console for casual gamers, and, millions of casual gamers battled up and made fucking Nintendo a fortune, but at the same time, they fucking burned hardcore gamers. In my opinion, they burned hardcore gamers saying fuck you, not catering to you at all, and that did a lot of damage to Nintendo. In my opinion, that's why the Wii U sucked so bad. But there was no games on the Wii U, and the gamepad for the Wii U was nice and all, but it just wasn't cutting edge or fucking innovative. Where the Switch, you could take it anywhere, you can put it on a table. Wouldn't matter. Nintendo, improve the kickstand. See the kickstand, put two of them on there. One is not enough. It's good now, but put two on there. And more storage space and stuff. But I'm fucking happy. With the Switch, it's a huge success. I had my doubts. Believe me, I had my doubts. But there you go. The fact that it's convenient, it's portable, and you can take it anywhere, which is awesome. And now that Atari have released games for it, and Namco and Sega, awesome, So keep up the good work, Nintendo. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Take care, bye bye.